Hello everyone, in this video we are going to learn how to schedule a weekly task in Notion, which means that if you want to create a task in any application, for example we are taking Notion over here and create a task once a week, like one specific day of the week, then you can take help from this automation that we are going to create using Pabbly Connect. Here our trigger will be trigger weekly with the help of schedule by Pabbly, and our action will be to create a database item in Notion. Let us learn how to do that.
So let us learn that how you can create weekly tasks on any specific day of the week that you want from the Google Sheet that you have created for the record of all the tasks, and then we are going to create that task in your Notion database. Let us quickly sign in into our account so that we will reach this place where I can see all the applications provided by Pabbly, and we are going to use Pabbly Connect to create this automation. Click on Access Now, which will take me to the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. Reaching here, you will see a big blue button on your right side where it's written Create Workflow. Click on the button and give a suitable name to your workflow. I'm going to name it as Create Weekly Task. Click on Create and then a blank workflow will be created for you, like you will be able to see on screen. You will see the two major modules on which the whole workflow of Pabbly Connect works. Before that, I would like to remind you, open your Google Sheet where you are going to collect all the details of your task along with the status, is it assigned to somebody or not assigned, and then any application where you want to create a task. I'm going to create my task in Notion database. You can choose your own application. We are going to open both of these applications over here for a better connection to be established with Pabbly Connect for this workflow, and also to cross-check the activities that you're going to perform. Let us understand what is trigger and action now. Trigger says when this happens and action says do this, which means that trigger is going to be the first application where the event will take place manually, which means that we are going to do this. We are going to make this event happen, and then which will trigger the workflow, and then the action application will perform the assigned action over here. So these plus buttons are given to you to add more or multiple steps to your workflow. The trigger application today is going to be schedule. Schedule is a feature that is built inside Pabbly, and it is responsible to run your workflow at any particular interval, day, time, month, any way that you want. So you're basically going to schedule. So it's written that how often you want to run your workflow at regular interval, once every day or days of the week. So because we want to create weekly tasks, we want to run our workflow on any specific day of the week. Now it gives you a menu to select what are the days when you want to run. So let us say I want to run my workflow on every Thursday. Okay, and then select the time. So make sure you read this help desk given over here that this is in the UTC time format. So select your time in the same way over here. Like we clicked on save, and a response was received that our settings have been saved now. Close this window, and now we will choose our action application, that is going to be Google Sheet. And why is action application Google Sheet? Because we have already over here selected our data. Okay, this start preparing for the function is the task title, and description and status is over here. So now we are going to put on even more information for the next task that is going to be created. So over here, first let us choose Google Sheets. The event over here is going to be lookup spreadsheet rows, because we are going to take the last updated row over here. Okay, Pabbly Connect will capture the last updated row and bring over here as a response. So first of all, click on connect. Since Google Sheet is a Google application, you have to select your Google account. Add new connection and then choose your Google account and click on allow. And the connection is established. Now we have to select our spreadsheet name, our sheet name, and also fill in some details so that we can get this information from here in our workflow. So first, let us see the name of our spreadsheet, that is weekly task, and we have just one sheet over here. So we are going to choose from this drop-down menu our weekly task spreadsheet, and it will automatically select the sheet that is 1 because we only have one sheet over here. Now, before we enter the lookup column, let us enter the new task details over here. I'm going to write over here, this is my task title, and I will give a description as well. This is my description of the task. And the status for now is not assigned, that this task has not been assigned to anybody till now. Once this is done, I will see that 3 columns are supposed to be captured. So in lookup column section, I will type A, B, C. That when this Pabbly Connect will go to this Google Sheet to capture all this information from here, it will go through A, B, and C column. Lookup value, what is the lookup value? So I will type over here not assigned because that is a priority for me. The task is not assigned, only then it will be created over here. If it is already assigned, then there is no need to create that task. Okay, so include headers. Yes, you want the headers, and the sort value is bottom so that you can read over here to pick the most recent match. Default is top. It stays at top by default, but I'm going to set it to bottom so that it takes the last updated one over here. Click on save and send test request. and here we will receive the information. See, this is the task we just entered, this is the description, and the status is not assigned. So we have taken the information from Google Sheets, and every time the last updated one will be arrived over here. Okay, and we are going to add one task each week. Okay, when the schedule will work for Thursday, then on every Thursday, the last updated task will be captured from here. Now click on this plus button and we will add a filter. Like I mentioned just now, that we are going to mention over here that the task is assigned or not assigned. If the task is already assigned, then there is no need to create the task in any separate application, because then the task will already be done because it is assigned to somebody. Since this task over here is not assigned, then it needs to be created over here. So I'm going to put a filter. Filter is a feature built inside Pabbly, and it allows you to set a filter in your workflow that allow the workflow to run ahead only in this given situation. So from here, I will take the last row status is assigned, and it should be equal to not assigned. Okay, so my last row data should be equal to not assigned. Click on save and send test request, and it is true that the task we just now captured is not assigned. So this workflow will run after filter as well. But if the task was assigned, then the workflow will stop in this filter step only. Now we will add our last step, that is going to be Notion. Choose your application as Notion, and the event will be to create a task. So I'm going to choose create database item. Click on connect, add new connection. Now we are going to connect Notion and Pabbly Connect just for the reason that all the data we have over here, the Google Sheet, the schedule and all, will be applied to Notion, that every Thursday, that is going to be the work of schedule, the data from Google Sheet after applying filter will be given to Notion to create a task or database item. Click on connect, add new connection and connect with Notion. Now what you need to do is select your database where you want to create a task. Now first of all, select pages. So I'm going to create only in task. So only task will be available for me. If you want, you can select all also. And if you want, you can just be very specific with the name of your database. Once this is done, click on allow access. So the database access will be given to you so that you can create a task over here with the help of Pabbly Connect. Now the database is task. This is the name. Now what you want to enter over here, this is the last column. So here it is assigned or not assigned. So it is not assigned first of all. Then what is the description? So you can map the description from Google Sheet. So mapping is basically giving a pathway to the data that you have received in your previous step to your next step, so that every time a new task will be updated in this description. So it is not going to repeat the same description. It will automatically be changed with the newly entering or newly occurring description over here. The name of the task will also be mapped from Google Sheet. And then the content, if you have any content, then fine, because if you don't have any content, you can leave that empty. It does not say a required field. So click on save and send test request and your task will be created. See over here, it is done. The response that we have received from Notion does not have any error, which means our work has been done. Quickly close this window and let us go back to Notion and check have we created a task or not. And here it is. See, prepare PPT with all the pictures and graphs over here. So we were able to create a database item with the help of this schedule. Now every next Thursday, whenever a new task will be added over here with the information of the status of the task, then it will be created in Notion. If it is not assigned, then if it is assigned, then the task won't be created because of this filter over here. So this was the whole workflow. I hope this helped.
Not just these applications, but you can integrate many other applications using Pabbly Connect. If you have any issue regarding Pabbly, you can email us at support@pabbly.com. You can ask your queries at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any doubts regarding our pricing, then you can connect us through this given website. If you found this video helpful in any way, then make sure to share this with your friends and colleagues to make their life easier by creating automations. We will meet in the next video. Till then, do not forget to like our video and subscribe to our channel. Thank you.